Welcome back to the channel, guys. Good morning. Good morning. You ready for some morning tea? Because we got to kind of respond to some of the stuff that we saw last night. So, this is what I would call a subscriber appreciation video because I've been loving you guys' comment. And since yesterday's episode regarding Caleb and Jelly, I wanted to respond to you guys' comment. I would normally like to do a live show, but I don't have my setup completed yet. But I didn't want to let this go any further because, I've been talking and chatting with some of you guys throughout the night because it's morning here. I don't know where you guys are. And even the guys from across the globe, I know that you're in other countries. Welcome, welcome, welcome as well. I see a ton of you guys watching the videos. Smash the subscribe button so you can continue to get content. Like the videos if you like the video. I do Married at First Sight. I'm doing some upcoming shows such as The Bachelorette. I'm doing Ready for Love, which is going to be on the OWN channel coming up at the end of October. So I want to keep providing you guys content. So subscribe and like the videos and share them if you like them. So let's jump into this video. All right, so I'm going to respond to the comments that I've seen in regards to this couple. Let me kind of give a beginning short commentary on, both. First of all, let's do Johnny and Cely. They were so strong in the beginning, and I think we all were definitely on board until the whole Akasa Amora thing, which the show did state, and I think Ariel state that that was the ultimate test of how solid your relationship in the villa is if you're coupled up. The issue is, I think, with the fans that came down with Johnny and, Johnny and the whole Mercedes thing. And granted, he was tested. Did he kind of fail the test? Yeah, because we still don't know what happened under the sheets, even though at this point it's a he say, she say. We don't know. And we can only go by what was shown to us and also what Johnny is saying. We have not heard from Mercedes in this situation, which probably if there's a sit down, there probably will be one. And then there's Justine and Caleb, who everything seems to be genuine. Caleb is just the sweetest guy. Justine is sucking it all up, all of his affection, attention, and everything. And I remember mentioning in one of my previous commentaries how Caleb made a quick statement about, this competition thing between them. Now, I'm hoping, because I don't know, this is just all conversation. But I was hoping that, it was friendly. You got guys like, hey, I'm going to do this for my girl. I'm going to do that for my girl. And so it was just interesting that from some of the things that we saw yesterday, it was weird. And that's why I want to respond to some of you guys' comments. One of the biggest issues with yesterday that we're going to touch on is the two-faced comment by Justine. The reactions of, Johnny especially, and even the nonverbal reaction of some of the other couples, or one in particular, we'll just say Carrington. And then the reaction of how they responded in the moment that they got chosen to go to the Hideaway. Okay? So, like I said, this is a short video. I don't want to ramble on, but I kind of wanted to give a beginning commentary of what we're going to be talking about. So, I didn't get the opportunity to ask if you wanted me to name and shout you guys out with the comment. But, I know that I'll just jump into this. So one of the comments that came in from Divine Me, and thank you so much. You always commenting. I appreciate that. She was saying how there's a new kryptonite about the whole two-face question, and whether Justine is a safe option to drop something like that. There was a disappointment that she had in Cely and that she sees a different side in her character. She did not expect a response from the group after the result of the questions, but that they can all see that Caleb is a favorite of the public. And yeah, that whole two-faced question really threw me because it all came from the guys. Now, what I did see in another commentary from a person, and I don't remember that particular person's name, is that there was something about the fact that Justine had issues when Rachel was on set, and it came in between Trey, and how she, I guess, dumped Trey to, get with Caleb and or Jeremiah. So I don't know. It was something with that. And guys, let me know if you think that was what they were referring to, or was Justine just a safe option? Because at the end of the day, America voted and they pushed it off to Moira. So I don't know about that. I got some questions there. Let's keep going. Kay Dyke, she had mentioned she's just not feeling Johnny and Cely anymore. It seems forced and put on, but we'll wait and see. And you're absolutely correct. We will see what's going to happen for that. New Kryptonite, thank you for your comment. To be honest, I think Justine was the safest choice for the two-faced comment. So there's another response to that. Makia Tony, she said that she think the boys picked Justine because they didn't think any of the other girls were two-faced, but they had to pick someone. Okay, that's possible. I mean, that might be the situation. They know Caleb is going to win. This is from Tiange Nakwazwi. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. But they're doing their best to throw some seeds of suspicions to the audience. That's a possibility too. I mean, it's just so many different things about this. RC, you cringed at the part where Justine was talking about labels, because I remember she was trying to self-sabotage. I said that yesterday in regards to her relationship with off the island or outside of the villa with Caleb, and I said the same thing. Hey, don't kind of put a hitch in the giddy, as they say. So let's see what other comments we have. I mean, Cherie S. love Caleb and Justine, but I doubt any of the other couples are going to stick together. I agree with that. I really agree with that. Her Two Beauty Bar, and by the way, check them out. They follow the commentary as well, but check them out. They also do natural skincare at myskincarenatural.com. But mentioning they're loving Caleb and Justine. Let's see what else we got. Now, going back to the whole thing with the response on the facial responses of both Carrington and both Johnny. I didn't understand that. And you'll see it come in on these slides that, I put together for the video. But it was just so weird. I mean, and maybe I'm coming off of the whole thing with the boys talking about how two-faced Justine is. And granted, like I said, it's two sides. His facial response in that moment, meaning Johnny, was just so highly unusual. And it's not like they haven't had a chance to go into the Hideaway. They were one of the first ones to go in there. So you got what you guys wanted. What's the problem, or why the facial reaction? And hey, maybe he wasn't even thinking about that. Maybe it's just us and our perceptions. And perception is only yours. It doesn't belong to the person that actually is involved. It's your thoughts. But just for conversation purposes, I didn't understand that. And I see some of the comments, in regards to that as well. It's like, what was up with that? I mean, between Johnny and even Carrington, I mean, Caleb right now in that fire and ice game. See, here's the facial expressions that I'm referring to. It's just everybody. I mean, they're excited. These four are supposed to be best friends, pretty much. And his response was just like, yeah, whatever. And even Carrington. I mean, Carrington had that same weird look like, really? Y'all going? And I remember somebody else said in another comment about the fact that Johnny said a long time ago that he didn't think that Caleb was going to last. So I don't know if he just didn't have high hopes and he's presently surprised that they got this far. But yeah, that was a comment back in previous episodes that he made about these two, is that I don't think they're going to make it. And I don't know if that's because he didn't know Caleb that well at the time. He was really good friends with Trey and Jeremiah and of course Justine, who were definitely with those two. It didn't work out, but she ended up with the person she wanted to be with. And then the awkward scene where, Justine was looking for, I guess, one of the girls to come in the room and help her, and they just sat there. She was in the room by herself, and then Cely moseyed in there after the fact. And then the hug that she got, it was more of Justine hugging her out. And Cely was just there. Are you happy? I'm happy for you, girl. I mean, it was just weird. And I saw that in one of the other comments. And I think that was with Glenn McGinnis. We talked about that to the wee hours of the morning. Thank you, girl. I mean, Glenn, I'm sorry, male or female, I'm not sure. Comment, because I want to make sure I address you appropriately. But yeah, it was weird. It came off weird. Caleb hadn't made it official, but they're taking their time instead of forcing it. And I agree with you. I mean, but it's something that's missing here with either the connections between the two couples, because I thought they were really good friends, But the body language and the actions that we saw last night, it weirded a lot of us out. And you guys, let me know what you think. I'm constantly reading and responding and loving you guys' comments, because you guys are what keep the channel going. You guys are loving the content, and I appreciate that so much. Romance is a big thing for me. I'm also a fan of couples channels on YouTube, so I look for that, the whole relationship thing. So I just hope that there isn't some super editing that's going on, some things that are unspoken words, because when it comes to production, it happens a lot on Married at First Sight. We talk about that with other commentators all the time. And I mean, editing comes with production and comes with TV, and especially reality TV. I just hope that this isn't a situation where it's detrimental to this couple, or even Johnny and Cely. Cely got to choose. It's her choice whether she wanted to choose to be with him. And listen, I wish for the best for all of the couples involved. If they make it, fine. I even seen clips, and I should have included that in the video. I've even seen clips of Connor back home with Mackenzie, and they look like they are so happy. We might not agree with it, and Love Island posted it on Facebook. Go check it out. But Connor looks like he's in heaven. Mackenzie looks like she's in heaven. It's not up to us. They're happy. But it's just certain things that, of course, we as the viewers, we're going to see and we're going to talk about. It is what it is. They signed up for the show. So, of course, the reaction and responses are going to come from the fans. However, I will choose to be respectful. And I do notice that some of you guys appreciate the fact that I don't demean and talk down. I respond to what's being shown at the moment. But I'm not going to degrade and be extremely disrespectful to the cast members of any of the shows that I do commentary on. But I'm really happy for this couple. I still rate them a 10. I still rate Johnny and Cely at 8, because that whole thing. I just hope that Johnny is sincere. So we'll see, but I'm glad they ended the night, because there was speculation last week that they cut out the Hideaway scene. So I don't know if they threw it back in, because Twitter was going bananas about this. But we'll see what happened with Johnny, Cely, Caleb, Jelly, and we wish them the best. So I haven't forgot about post notification shout out. So we're going to do that as well. But before I do that, Empress Love, I mean, I'm telling you, you really had some dialogue in yesterday's video when you commented to my response and also Glenn McGinnis' response in regards to Caleb and Justine and the whole thing with Trey. I want to give you credit for that because that's where I seen that at, where the whole issue with Rachel and Trey and all of that. So Empress Love, that was you. Thank you for that content. Also, I want to give some other shout outs to Life of Amani Brown. She was like, please shout me out. There you go, girl. I have shouted you out. Also, Crystal Ruby, I want to give another shout out to. Let's see, Maurice Sanu, Viba Rao. Oh my God, these names. I so apologize. And Naked Formula. I see you there. Thank you so much for enjoying my commentary and thanks for subscribing. Like you say, keep coming back every day. I really appreciate you. So there's your shout out as well. Let's see, Aaliyah M, New Kryptonite. Thanks for watching the channel. I think Camille. Yeah, Calvin is a cutie, isn't he? Thank you so much as well. RC, yes, I appreciate your comment. Getty, thank you. And he or she gave some props to Lakin. Yeah, go Lakin. But I'll definitely continue to comment. I'll shout you out in my next video. We got another video tomorrow on Sunday, and we will see you then. Thanks for watching.